Hi guys, welcome on another stream. Today we are going to race in the fourth round of our NAS Automobilista 2 GT3 series. Today we are going to race in the rain on Jerez track. This is the first GT3 race after a new patch struck, and from what I observed, especially when it comes to Nissan, which I drive, is that physics are noticeably different. And by different, I mean they are much more closer to Assetto Corsa. In previous iterations of Automobilista 2, you had much more forgiving slip. You could feel how tire work under the wheel, and the moment when you were losing grip was much more easier to detect. And even when it happened, losing control wasn't as violent as in Assetto Corsa, for example. Now, after the new patch, I think, at least in the case of Nissan, because I didn't have opportunity to test other GT3 cars, so at least in Nissan case, drive characteristic is much closer to Assetto Corsa. So losing grip and sliding is much more violent, and it is much more difficult to save car from that, unless you need some more tinkering with setups. This will be very tricky situation because we are going to race in the rain on a very twisty track of Jerez. I must admit I didn't have enough time to find out which settings are the best. I must admit I'm still searching for them, and in any configuration that I tested, car didn't behave as I expected. So this will be very challenging race for me. Unfortunately, because during the last race on Indianapolis track, I had really great chance to win the whole thing, and unfortunately, due to my stupid mistakes, I lost this race and ended up on 6th position. Let me show you league table. As you can see, currently positions look as follows. Geramix is first. He's very fast dude. What is more impressive, he's racing using pad. So yeah, very skilled player. On P2 is Kipe, very fast player who win most of the races in this season. He was very unfortunate in round 2, where he took less fuel than he should. Then on third position I am, with one podium finish, and unfortunately round 2 and round 3 didn't went as I expected, especially round 3, because there in this race, as I said before, was really big chance to win the whole thing. Then we've got NASCAR, then my brother Vatar, then Master, Giga VR, Timber. Timber is the guy who is specializing in open wheeler series, but nonetheless he's very fast also in GT3 class. I don't know if he will start today. Then we've got Drendel, Larcone, Psycho, Yo, who is very fast when it comes to GT4 class in our league, and LLL, who is also very fast player, but unfortunately he won't be able to join us today. So yeah, standings looks like that. One thing to notice is the fact that the whole season consists of 9 races, and 2 worst results won't be counted towards final score. This is a pretty good situation for me, because till today's race I didn't have the best result. On the flip side, this rule is used for all other drivers, so this will be very difficult to catch guys who are ahead of me, even when they will make mistake. Yeah. Unfortunately, as I said before, this race will be all about minimizing losses. I couldn't found the right setup on in dry conditions. I probably felt a little bit better, and I did much better lap times, but in wet conditions I'm completely lost. I did some settings, but they are still insufficient in my opinion. So yeah, this will be very fun and very tricky race. We've got 9 players on the grid, and we are starting practice. Race will be 20 minutes long with 10-minute long qualifying. We are starting 10 a.m. In rain conditions. Especially in the rain is the problem with very big understeer, and after recent patch, as I said before, losing grip is much more violent. Till the last patch I was running front anti-roll bar around 21 and the rear anti-roll bar around 1, so that was min-maxing in a way. That was very good setup for previous patch. Unfortunately, in a new reality, this setup is not working as good as before, but I didn't have time to test other settings, and also this setting should provide me with safe and steady car in wet conditions, because with wet track all you want is a slight bit of understeer to give you firm handling. Okay. Also we are still in unknown when it comes to fuel calculations, which game is doing, because as I said in previous streams, the problem with Automobilista 2, at least till recent patch, was the fact that it didn't calculate required fuel properly, and in the last round I was victim of that. I took fuel for 17 lap as game indicated. That was very big amount of fuel, and despite the fact that I take this amount, I didn't have enough fuel to finish the race. So yeah. Also another difficulty in this race will be the fact that, as you can see, wiper in Nissan doesn't cover a lot of space on the shield. On the windshield, to be exact, and each left-hander is taken with worse visibility. For example, this hairpin, my braking point that I was using was on the left side, but in wet conditions, in rainy conditions, I am unable to use it. I just can't see that. looks like it's slightly for everyone. And Psycho, the last brave one, who decided to stay with Ginetta. In theory, Ginetta is lighter and got over 100 horsepower more than other cars in GT3 class, but on the flip side, this car got available only normal slicks and normal wet tires. Thus its performance is slightly worse than GT3 cars, despite the fact that on paper it looks like better one. I just want to finish this lap to check how much fuel does it take. I will have to calculate this manually. I don't trust game after last race. To 9, and I was left with 21. Actually, that means 2 liters per lap. I need to count 2 liters per lap. Okay. Okay, time for qualifying. is also a very tricky corner. At least in wet condition, I can decide if I should take it on second or third gear. It is on the border. Very sneaky track in wet conditions. Yeah, and I didn't test it enough, and there is drawback to it. I've got very lazy car in the corners. But I had to set this up as it is because I'm afraid of oversteering in wet conditions. Yeah, so this is unsolvable conundrum. At least for now, I need more time. I braked too late, lost a lot of time. I did very fast lap. Ceramics also. It looks like Porsche will be king on this track. Nice sliding there. Very important corner because you've got pretty long straight up there. Okay, impossible to improve that. As you can see, Porsche got no contenders on this track. It's unless guys figure it out, very good setups. You can see that difference is dramatic, over 1 second. So yeah, as I said before, everything will come down to minimizing losses and counting for future tracks. Maybe on those Nissan will have better performance. Also the problem might be very low temperatures. As you can see, ambient and track temperatures are very low. I probably shut off radiator a little bit more and also brake ducts. Okay, we've got some slight sound issues. Okay, and hairpin was very problematic for you. And again, sound issues. Okay then. It doesn't look good. Looks good. I repeat myself. This will be all about minimizing losses. It's not the track for Nissan. In a way, it is pretty similar to first one, Estoril, which was also not good for Nissan. No, you need at least 45 liters of fuel. I won't take less. Degrees of Celsius. Maybe I could finish with 50% of radiator opening, but I don't want to risk it. Okay, it's time to begin. Okay, it's official. Yo is pretty ramming happy because we had similar situation in GT4 and P1 mixed series. Yeah, guys with Porsche, they've got their own race. Very sneaky corner. It's so easy to oversteer car around here. Ah, I did mistake. Those curves are deadly. I tried to cut too much. But the plus side is that the car in race drives at least passable. Okay, tires are starting to overheat a little bit. This is the consequence of shutting off brake ducts. This hairpin, this Nissan is so understeering, but I couldn't deal with that when I was setting up setup. Okay, we are still behind those guys. At least they don't gain any significant advantage. Okay, now keep gain some speed. Oversteer again. Man, this corner. So much understeer, oh man. It physically hurts. Okay, now game is doing some jokes. Only 3 minutes left. I took much more fuel than I should, just to don't repeat situation from Indianapolis. And look now. Jesus, it's so frustrating. and I checked. I was burning around 2 liters of fuel per lap in qualifying mode. And now completely different. Man, it's just unpredictable. You cannot set any viable strategy. Game is extremely confusing. Oh man. Fuel calculations will remain a mystery for me for now. It's just unreal. Yeah, it definitely cost me a lot because I took fuel for much more laps than I should. 2 liters per lap, so I could do another 7 laps with this amount. That means that I was losing about 0.2 second per lap, more or less. So yeah, I could be much more closer to Ceramics. But what can you do? It is what it is. I have to figure out how does this game calculate fuel amount, because man, it's complete mystery each race. All in all, it wasn't bad race. As I said at the start, this was all about minimizing losses. It's not the best track for Nissan, but Kipa also was in his own league. Very great lap time. He probably figured out how to set his car for wet conditions, because during last race in dry conditions in Indianapolis I was able to catch him and had better tempo. So yeah, I assume I still got fighting chance if the track is right and there are dry conditions. Oh, and and when I'll calculate proper amount of fuel, because now it's total mystery. It's just total mystery. Okay, guys, thanks for watching today's stream. I hope you had fun. We are going to I'm going to stream on the next Wednesday. Then we are going to race in 5th round of GT3 League. And for now, thanks for watching. Have a good evening and see you again soon. Bye.